We are live at the Republican National Convention, and it's Cenk Uygur with Roland Martin, everybody. News One Now morning show on TV One. You guys know that. Okay, you know Roland. Everybody knows Roland. Okay.
You know the difference between this week and next week? This week, this is how I greet people.
This week?
This is how I greet people here.
Oh, yeah.
Next week.
I love that. I love that.
Next week, what up?
Yeah, totally.
Here, how you doing?
But I'll tell you what, though. So I have been on more African American conservative shows on here than I believed existed in the world.
Oh yeah, if I would have been a multi-millionaire if I chose to be a black conservative and denigrate black people 10 years ago.
I know. So our producer, J.R. Jackson, always talks about that. He's like, I should just shave my dreadlocks off and be like, just go on Fox News, join Sean Hannity's panel, and you're going to make a lot of money.
Trash black people, you could get paid. Like Kevin Jackson, I have no idea what the hell he does. I don't know what he's accomplished, but Fox signed him to a contributor deal, and that's what he does. Trash black people.
So I didn't realize when I was on to JR that, oh my God, I know more black Republicans in the media than I know black Republicans in everything else combined. Well, and that's not a coincidence.
I mean, I know a lot of black Republicans. But I run 3 black newspapers, black website, black magazine. Now I work with 2 black networks. And so in my career, I have crossed paths with a number of African Americans who are conservatives, some who are 3, 4, 5, 6 generations black Republicans. And what's very interesting is I talked to many of them here. And a majority of those I talked to are not happy with Donald Trump. They're not happy. They haven't heard specifics. I talked to a woman last night, a committee member from New York, who says, dude doesn't say, I need to hear something, what he wants to do with African Americans. So it's really interesting talking to different ones and seeing who's, oh yeah, Trump's my man, to, yeah, I'm with him, but I haven't decided to vote for him. That's real interesting.
It is. I've noticed the same thing in the significant number of interviews I've done here when I went on their shows. But to be fair to them, they have one policy proposal I've heard a couple of times here. They're in favor of coal mining. That's the only one that comes up.
Right. That's real clear. All about coal, which I guess is black.
That's true. No, it's clean coal. They say that there's none of that.
Right.
Maybe
clean coal.
So let's talk about what your view on this convention is. So obviously it's not very pleasant.
Well, what's interesting is not one night has this convention been a message. But you have a candidate who's not a message. So this shouldn't be a shock. It clearly is a party that is not unified. Serious issues here. And again, this convention matches the person who's their leader. It's drama. It's crazy television. It literally is Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop with all white people.
I mean, it's true. I mean, have you ever seen...
Sorry.
That's okay. Here you go. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Have you ever seen anything like that Ted Cruz moment? I mean, that was WWE stuff. I mean, when he came out and he played the heel like that and getting booed off the stage.
I'm on the floor. I'm watching this and I'm going, this is crazy. Then all of a sudden, people start turning around. And I'm like, fight. And then I hear him chanting Trump. And then he's still speaking. The next thing I know, the entire stadium turns this way. Dude is speaking. And I'm like, well, what the hell is everybody looking at? So Trump out in the corner comes out of the shadows. And they start cheering, and he's still talking. And I'm like a tennis match. I'm like, are you serious? So then it's over. Then they start booing. So then I'm in the back of the room. So then I see a state rep from Arkansas and a state senator from Colorado. They're nose to nose. They're going at it. He should have endorsed. No, he has principles. Trump is not a real Christian. I'm like, roll camera. And they're going at it, and then the dude from Colorado says, I think it's time for you to leave. I'm going, damn, dismissed. And dude's like, you got your 15 minutes. And they literally, I'm talking about their nose to nose. It was crazy. And here's what's crazy. Texas, where Cruz is from, is pissed at Cruz, and all the high people from Colorado are happy with Cruz. I'm telling you, it was nuts.
Yeah. No, I've in all my years, I've covered politics for over 20 years. I've been to a hell of a lot of these conventions. I have never seen anything like that. I mean, like I said, it's just like a wrestling move. Now, oh, here comes Trump from behind. Oh, my God.
Or it was like, actually, we were in school. Oh, you talk about my mama? Oh, it's like that? And because literally, he said, you talked about my daddy, and you called my wife ugly. Now, here's what he should have done, and it's just straight up. I would have said it from the podium in a very nice way. I cannot endorse this man because he is not a man of integrity or honor. I would have said it. If you're going to go gangster, go all the way.
It's totally Roland
But that
Martin.
was gangster.
Yeah.
And I'm literally on the floor going, what the hell? White on white crime is unbelievable.
Okay, so do you respect it? Do you respect what Cruz did, or do you think he's just being a selfish jerk?
He's been a selfish jerk, and I respect it. And it was crazy. But the problem is, the reason I really don't respect it, that last night was the night of the VP nominee. The VP nominee already gets ignored anyway.
Yeah.
Can the white-haired man have one night? Can he just have one night to himself? And Cruz like, no, I got this. And here's what was crazy. So Ryan Lizard took a picture of it. So Newt had a part in his speech, and Ryan took a picture of the teleprompter where Newt said, and as Ted Cruz said earlier tonight, Donald Trump is right on these issues, and that's why he's backing Donald Trump. It was in Newt's speech,
And he had to change
and Newt
it.
had to ad-lib it.
That's right. What Ted Cruz really meant was, right, and he said, like, if you know, the constitutional candidate is Donald Trump, so you should endorse him. But no, and then Ted Cruz came out this morning, he's like, no, that's not what I meant.
That's called white-splaining. That's what that is.
Yeah. So I think that this convention is helping Hillary Clinton in at least rallying progressives.
Gotcha. No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You get the same sense?
Rallying progressives, but also putting the fear in progressives that Donald Trump could do very well with these angry white voters in these Rust Belt states. And all this talk, well, she might choose Tim Kaine or Vilsack, white male. Look, she's not going to get the white male vote. Stop thinking you're going to grab a significant percentage. Look, numbers are numbers. What you do, forget the white man, get his woman and his daughter and his nieces. And so if she's able to say, fine, have the guys, I'm going to take the women, because here's the deal. 1998, Republicans lost several seats in the House because white suburban women felt that Newt Gingrich and the GOP, they were too harsh towards minorities. Mm-hmm. That's how Gingrich got bounced.
Yep.
2000, George W. Bush comes in, compassionate conservatism. White women suburban say, that's what I'm saying. Didn't come across as antagonistic. And so that's the difference. White suburban women, they won't say anything. They'll just go, no, you know I ain't voting for your ass.
Yep. No, I think you're exactly right. I don't think there's a single white male in the country who's like, oh, Vilsack. Well, then I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Right.
That's not a thing that happens.
No, it's not.
And I can't believe that they're thinking about it that way. And you're right, the latest polls have Donald Trump up 31 among white males.
And that's cool.
31 points.
That's cool.
And so you don't try to go at that. You get everybody else. You be who you are.
Let him campaign with Pat Buchanan. That's all good.
Yep.
And what you do is you pick off other folks and you look at those numbers. Because the reality is she can still be competitive. Vice President Joe Biden is going to be a strong voice as well in terms of those voters. And you mentioned next week. Now think about this week in the speakers. Who did you really want to go listen to give a speech? I really wasn't going, that Melania, damn it, I really want to hear what she got to say.
Well, if I want to hear what she has to go say, I'll go to a Michelle Obama speech.
Precisely. There you go. So imagine this is the lineup next week. Sanders, Warren, unless she's the VP pick. Obama, President Obama, Michelle Obama, Bill Clinton, Vice President Joe Biden. Then you're going to close it with Hillary Clinton. So the Democrats are going to have, they're going to have ace hitters all across the board. But also, let me say this here. Democrats, I don't understand this. It's stupid to me. Why Democrats will not let Jimmy Carter speak at a convention. I'm serious.
Yeah.
He's 91. The man been married to his wife for 70 years. Damn it, at least let him talk about marriage. But seriously, I've never liked they don't let him speak at the convention.
He's evangelical Christian. Been faithful to his wife, been with her forever. He cured a disease by himself. He eradicated the guinea worm from the planet. Who else has done that?
Dude.
That's amazing. He gave peace in the Middle East. He's the only one to get Israel real peace with Egypt. He's the one who did that deal. So it's crazy.
And all they do is have him sit in the box and wave. No, I'm serious. I don't understand that.
That's because they're afraid of their own shadow.
And he was called a weak president. I'm sorry. What he's accomplished, I just think, I don't care. That what he has accomplished, there should be a speaking slot for President Jimmy Carter.
That's a great analysis. All right, now
Thank you.
One last thing. In terms of the angry rustic belt voter that you were talking about, I do come away a little concerned that this ugliness and this rhetoric might actually work, though. And so,
no.
What's your
it's
take
real.
on it?
So here's the deal. Everybody forget, 2012, the Obama folks were very worried in March of 2012 that black turnout was not going to be as significant, and young folks as well. What saved their asses, was voter ID. I know a lot of black people were going, I ain't really seeing much that brother's done for us. Then it went, the white folks trying to take our vote? Oh, hell no. And so seriously, a lot of black folks who were, okay, I'm going to vote for you, but I'm not going to bring 8 other people. When voter ID dropped, oh man, that thing ramped up. Ohio, there was a 2.4% surge in black voters. And they say, wait a minute, how did that even happen? And so, same thing has to happen. You have to drive that not 2 weeks before the election. It has to be 90 days out where you put the money and the resources there. If they are able to say you drive it in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and because here's the piece, white voter participation has been pretty even. If you're a Democrat, fear all of a sudden a surge in places that have been flat. If you don't have a surge on your side, that could very well overwhelm you. And it's possible. So Democrats should be operating as if they're a massive underdog.
That's right.
And they have a tough, but this whole idea, and I've been hearing the Hillary Clinton campaign has a goal of dropping $100 million or turn out all these white voters. I'm sorry. Turn out the white voters you know you can compete for. The guys, let them go. Pick up what you're going to pick up, or put your money on white women, on their daughters, on their nieces, Latinos, young voters, African Americans. That's the winning coalition.
But I had Diamond
and Muslims.
That's right. Well, certainly not going to vote for Trump.
Helped George W. Bush in 2000, and Grover Norquist was George W. Bush's Muslim voter guy.
Yep, that's right. But I had Diamond and Silk on here yesterday, telling me that voter ID laws are no big deal.
Okay, first of all,
get him started.
Don't even talk about Pete and repeat. Okay, I mean, all they did was yell during my interview, and all I remember was just seeing weed flying all over the place, just weed just flying. Listen to those two. That is an utter waste of time. And I said, y'all from North Carolina, and a man don't even have an HBCU plan, and they told me how to spell HBCU. So they're just two absolutely nutty folks. Then you got that Pastor Darrell Scott. Okay, he ain't never, ever been invited to a meeting anywhere. He just so happy to be on the stage. And I'm trying to figure out how he showed up last night, don't even put a damn tie on. You know how many black preachers he embarrassed? Really? I'm like, dude, put a tie on. Your mom and dad told you you're going to be on national television. Put a tie on.
I like how you focused on that. All right. I have a sense that that you might have tapped into the African American sensibility a little bit better than Diamond and Silk. So I hear you on that.
Yeah, but let's just say every time I have Diamond and Silk on, my audience does lots of cussing at the TV.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're good at.
Yeah. Then they do not. They've told me enough. We don't want to see those two magpies again. I said, damn, y'all cold.
All right, Roland Martin.
Maybe always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you hanging out. So, all right, we got to go. Watch out on TV One. Stay black.